Welcome back to the Stay Onside Football Podcast. Tonight, we'll be going through this week's Champions League results, Manchester United and Arsenal's Europa League fixtures, Premier League Match Week 7 preview, and the news that has shocked the footballing world. Thomas Tuchel sacked as Chelsea manager. I'm your host, Christian, and I'll come to you first, Brody. How are you feeling up to Liverpool's performance this morning?
Not good, mate. Not good at all. Not feeling it. Not good. Don't know how else to explain myself.
That's all right. And hey, Chris, a crazy week for you as a Chelsea fan. First, the loss to Zagreb, and then Chelsea parting ways with Thomas Tuchel. We'll jump straight into that. What are your
Sorry,
thoughts
boys.
on
I'm
Tuchel's
just on the phone, just applying for a job. Chelsea manager. Yep. Okay. Sorry, boys. Sorry about that. You were saying?
Just asking your thoughts on Todd Bowley, new Chelsea owner's decision to sack Thomas Tuchel so early on in the season.
Oh man. I thought the 1-0 defeat to Zagreb was shocking, and then the next day, or it's the same day actually, get hit with this in the afternoon. I actually didn't know I was out playing OzTag, and I seen you guys chatting away in the group chat. And I go,
113 messages.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to send you a few. I even tried to call you, man.
So I was a bit late to the news, and then I was shocked. I actually thought it was a joke when I first seen it. It's hard to say what my feelings are about it. We've gone through that many managers. You kind of get used to it. But I am disappointed, especially this early on in the season.
Yeah, no, it was a real shock. Same as you, I thought it was a joke when I first saw it, and to see it and see that it was true, it's just I did think Chelsea wouldn't have the best of seasons this year, but to think like Thomas Tuchel's already gone after 2 games out of the window, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I know. What shocks me the most is we'll just say a quick hello to everyone in the chat first. How's everyone doing? We'll do a quick plug as well. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And everyone, please hit that like button. It helps the channel a lot. Much appreciated. Back to Thomas Tuchel. What surprises me most is it's Todd Bowley's decision, but for him to spend like £270 million, like smash the record in one transfer window, and then like these are all the signings he's brought in are all Tuchel signings too. Todd Bowley wanted certain players that we'll get into as well, which kind of like started the arguments, I think, between the two. But he brought in all these players for Thomas Tuchel, put his belief in him, spent all this money, and then a week later lets him go. Like, I don't understand. Like, you're running a business, you've just bought this new club, you spent all that money, and then you go and make a call like that. I just don't understand. I can only imagine what Aubameyang's thinking. Aubameyang's come to the club thinking, I'm going to link up with my old manager, happy days, all this stuff, looking good. And then 2 days later, he's gone.
Yeah, that's
one game. You get one game under your belt, and he's done.
Not even 45 minutes that reunion lasted, and he's already out the door. And if you're Aubameyang, you're pissed. You probably were promised that Thomas Tuchel would be there. That's why he's come to Chelsea, and he's gone after 45 minutes that he's been there of game time.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think Aubameyang would even be at Chelsea if it wasn't for Thomas Tuchel. This was a definite Thomas Tuchel signing. So, yeah, bit shocked. More people in the chat. Where's that Jack guy? He's been really good.
He got the sack like Tuchel.
Go for it. More people talking. And we got Mason saying he agrees. I just don't know. What's your opinion on it? Do you guys reckon it's a bit harsh? Or do you reckon it was fair with the results? I know Chelsea's been poor lately. Christian has been bringing it up to me. Like, is it time? Is it coming? Is it coming? I think we all thought that maybe it was coming, but just when it hits you out of the blue like this, it still shocks you.
But it's crazy. It's not like they won on the weekends. They won against West Ham. I know it was a bit of a scrappy game, controversial, but they still got the 3 points. I know they lost to Zagreb, shock result, but going to Eastern Europe, it's not easy to do, and we've seen that in the past, even with Liverpool going to Belgrade. But yeah, it's just a shock. Like I still can't believe it. I just don't understand the thinking behind it, and that's what I said to you as well when Bowley first came in and took over Chelsea after Roman Abramovich. That you don't want an American as your owner because they just don't know what they're doing, and that's speaking from experience. Yeah. And the fact that he's put himself as his director of football as well, like, what's he doing?
Well, I think that's what's causing a bit of the argument too that we'll get into. But we all predicted that Chelsea would struggle going to Zagreb, but I don't think we predicted a loss. We knew it was going to be tough for him. So yeah, I know that result was bad, but like you said, yeah, we haven't been too bad. We're only, when you think about it, it's early in the season. I think we're only 5 points off the lead. Arsenal's on 15 points, and we're on 10 points. So it's not like the season's out of reach.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we're not showing signs that we're gonna get wins. So maybe make some changes. But like to sack your manager that quick, not even give him the chance yet after you backed him in the window.
Yeah,
that's what confuses me the most. It just came out of the blue. Like unless Chelsea had something planned, and it looks like they did because they went into straight talks with Graham Potter. Pochettino said that he's happy to take the job, but I think they've got Potter in line first, so we'll see what happens there.
Which, if that happens, in terms for Potter, like it would be a good signing. But him personally, if I was him personally, I wouldn't take it because the max lifespan of a Chelsea manager is 3 years, and if he's not going to do much in those 3 years.
Yeah, you could say that, but like that's. I know it's a new ownership. I know Roman Abramovich used to flick him, and I know this one's come in and he's already flicked one already. But yeah, I don't think it's like you getting a promotion. If you got offered a promotion, you're gonna take the job. If someone comes up to you and you're gonna get paid 10 times probably more what you're getting at Brighton, you're gonna get the chance at actually winning titles. I'm worried about Potter. I was gonna save these thoughts for later, but I'll bring it up now since we're on the topic. He hasn't really been at a big club yet. I think he was. I can't remember who was at earlier, but he's at Brighton now. I think he came from Belgium League 2, so he hasn't had too much experience. I think he was at Swansea. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, he hasn't had any big clubs to work under. He's been doing well. He's definitely a great manager. He's probably my favorite out of the 3 that I've seen. And so you got that little bit of risk. I'll definitely take him 100%. But saying that he wouldn't take the job, is a bit like you would.
I mean, like he should take. Like, look, in terms, like him personally, like I just feel like he's doing so well at Brighton right now, and he's turned his team around at Brighton, and he's got them playing good football and playing very well. But to just leave that and go to Chelsea, where you can risk just ruining your reputation by giving such a big wage bill all these players, potentially the freedom to do what he wants, and if he messes up there, then it's a risk for him. It's a risk for Chelsea, but you'd probably rather be backed by a club like Chelsea who's got money, who you could actually work with. Where he's worked with so little, and he's done great. He's got a great scouting system that he's brought into Brighton. They've lost all their players, and he's still shown. So that I don't know if that's down to him. It's most definitely down to him. That's probably why Chelsea are going for him. So he's got class to him. But to say that he wouldn't go to Chelsea is a bit far. I think he would. He's only an 18 million release clause, so Brighton were happy to accept that by the looks of it. And if he's happy to accept, like you would, if you got offered a job that's going to pay you like a lot more money, you were going to do better. Yeah, there's a risk that you might ruin your reputation because there was rumors that people wanted him as England manager, which would probably be a great choice for him too. But you can't. I can't see him saying no to Chelsea. You wouldn't say no. No, it's not. I think that's worded wrong. I don't think. Yeah. It's not that he would say no. I think him personally, he would take it. But if I was someone close to him, I would say, look, just stay at Brighton. Yeah, just continue what you're doing there because you're doing well. But
to be honest, like when I seen like rumors that Potter might go somewhere else, I was like, oh no, that's a big steal. So now that the rumors are that we might get him, like I should be happy, but I'm kind of not. I think I'm still kind of shocked. Thomas Tuchel, for me, was a top 5 manager. Like I struggled to see who was better. I know we've been underperforming, but that's probably due to a whole lot of things, not just Tommy Tuchel himself. I know I did blame him at the start of the season for his bad systems, putting players out of positions. He did work with what he had. We went big in the transfer, so the excuses were running out for him. But for him to get sacked this soon is.
I feel like he didn't even get a chance to use all the money he spent.
He didn't.
It's like he literally just gave away all the money and then said, "Oh yeah, see you later, mate."
Pretty much.
On you
Got
go.
one game in. Yeah, but
And when you hear the reports coming out about what happened, where he turned up to training,
The way he did it,
that's so
Yeah.
they
sad.
did it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's what.
man, it broke my heart.
You always make fun of him. Like, you always make fun of him, but then when you hear that story, you're just like, oh man, like he rocking up at Stamford Bridge or at
the
Cobham,
training
wherever
ground.
they were. Yeah, Cobham. Rocking up, no players in sight. You're just there alone, and then 2 seconds later, you get a phone call. You got to go into the conference room, and then you have a 10-minute chat, like
Yeah.
trying to keep your job and getting let go. So yeah, it was a bit harsh. And he flew like I think they landed. They came back to England and they landed at 3 a.m. and he went to Cobham at 9 a.m. So he was like, it was like a quick switch up. So it just happened straight after the game.
That's so tough.
Yeah, it has been tough. There's a lot of issues that we'll probably get into with Tommy Tuchel, but it wasn't that long ago. Like it was last season. Like barring the Champions League, he took us to every single game that we could possibly play. We were unlucky to lose to Real Madrid, who eventually won the Champions League. We were unlucky to lose on both occasions, the League Cup and the FA Cup, to a Liverpool team who were a lot greater last season than they are now on penalty shootouts too. So we took him to the ends. He won us the Champions League in his first 5 months coming to the club. Helped us win Chelsea's first ever Club World Cup, so a trophy that we never even received, and he also won the Super Cup. So like he's done in the short amount of time he had at Chelsea, he was doing well. And yeah, we've had some bumps in the road. He also, with all those things happening, with losing some finals last season, but that was all through the turmoil of the sanctions happening with Roman Abramovich. So it was through tough times too. Players leaving, like Rudiger and all that. Can't even talk to him to re-sign him, which made the transfer window a bit crazy this season. So yeah, lot of stuff going on. Stuff that also came down to probably his bad performances. He had personal issues outside of football with like his divorce with his wife and all that stuff. So I know, like as a professional, you try not to bring that stuff into your workplace, but like everyone's human. Like it does affect you in a way. Like I said, the takeover, the lack of personnel in the Chelsea boardroom. Like, yeah, Tuchel's gone now, but before that, Petr Cech left, Marina Granovskaya left, Scott McLaughlin left, Bruce Buck left. They're all gone. We tried to bring in Michael Edwards from Liverpool to take over as sporting director. He didn't want to come, so there's no one in charge. The sporting director role actually went to Thomas Tuchel, so he had 2 jobs during pre-season. So instead of having that break where everyone was on off seasons, he was actually working, doing someone else's job. So that probably played a part in him trying to get the team set up and managed. You could tell in pre-season that Chelsea looked a bit lost. He didn't really know what he was doing with who's playing where, and he still didn't this season. So that kind of led up to his sacking, I guess. But yeah, a lot of things played parts. So like you do feel bad for him. It wasn't a very. He didn't get dealt a good hand. So it was a bit tough. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Anything you want to add, Brody?
I couldn't agree more, to be honest with you. I feel like he's so hard done by. If Tuchel's out, mate, Klopp should have been gone 3 weeks ago. If this is the case, you know what I mean? That's how harsh I feel like it is. But
yeah,
I mean, we're doing horrible. You guys are doing half decent this year.
Yeah, well, we're not doing good. We're hanging in there, but
this Klopp out nonsense. I definitely don't feel like that's the case at the moment. Not yet.
Yeah, Liverpool and Chelsea are on par with the results they're having. So
I think there's 1 point between.
It is different though. We did spend 300 million in the transfer window, but he didn't get a chance to use those signings, I guess. So yeah, it was a bit. Like I said, if he was given a bit more time and the results weren't changing, fair enough. But to be sacked this quickly with like so little warning, it was a bit harsh. As I was saying before, I forgot to bring up, the rumors with the conflict between Todd Boehly and Thomas Tuchel, the rumors were that it began with the Ronaldo talk. So
yeah, I've seen that.
As we heard, Todd Boehly, he did come in charge and he was talking to all other football. He went to Barcelona, started talking, like he was actually talking with Laporta and all that, speaking to Mendes about Ronaldo and all that stuff. So Todd Boehly really wanted Ronaldo at the club. Tuchel said no. And apparently Todd Boehly just asked for an explanation as to why. And Tuchel kind of told him, like, no, I don't need to tell you that. And I think it was kind of like an insult saying, like, oh, you're without saying it harshly, you're American kind of thing. Like, I don't need
You
to
don't
explain
know.
it to you. I don't want to
Yeah.
waste my time. I'm busy. I don't want to waste my time telling you why I don't need this player. Just give me the players I want. So like since that point, they had bad issues. Apparently, they didn't even talk to each other since the 3-0 loss to Leeds. So that was a pretty big gap for your owner not to talk to your manager. So yeah, there was conflict there. So yeah, I guess until one of them speak, and I don't think they will. You never really hear what happens behind closed doors.
No.
Until then, we won't know. So yeah, we just have to wait and see. If you're not sure, Anthony Barry comes in as interim manager. I think he was just an assistant coach. He was set piece coach as well, so he comes in. So he'll probably be there for the Fulham game this Saturday. And yeah, we'll see if we have a manager before that or after that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Ilkay to get it done quickly to get their season back on track. But look, we'll move on from the Tuchel talk because spent I didn't realize how much time we actually spent on it, but it was big news.
Probably could have spent more too, but
yeah, we could have. But we'll move on. Champions League recap. So obviously, Champions League did kick off this week.
Skip.
yeah, we'll talk about this.
Well, there's no reason for me to really talk about this either.
Well, what's Champions League?
But yeah, we touched on it a little bit. Chelsea versus Zagreb. Chelsea travelled to Zagreb on Wednesday over here, Tuesday over there, and did lose 1-0 to Zagreb.
Yeah, it was a good goal by Orsic. We always rated him. We don't really follow them that much, but we know Orsic from FIFA, of course. We know he had blistering pace. Yeah, we know he had blistering pace, but then to actually see it in game, he left Fofana for dust. It was a bad move. I'm not gonna. People were blaming Fofana on that. I was kind of mainly blaming Koulibaly for rushing in. He had a pretty shocker. To be honest, the whole team had a shocker. Again, players were playing out of position. Mount was playing as a 6. The one that was the standout shocker for me was Ziyech. Well, I'm going to say leadership in the team. There was no leadership in the team. Ziyech takes the first free kick and hits the wall. And then we get another free kick in like the dying minutes of the game. Reece James wants it, but Ziyech takes it off him. You can see there was a bit of conflict. Ziyech takes it and he hits the wall again. Oh man, like after the first one, surely someone steps in and be like, "No, let someone else take it." But geez, yeah, he was shocking. Every touch he took just turned to poop, pretty much. So it was shocking performance by the whole team. But I just had to share my thoughts on Ziyech as well. Who's probably happy that Tuchel's left because Ziyech's probably been playing in positions that he didn't like. So I'm thinking about it now. I just want to see who comes in and what happens because we've been revolving around the 3-4-3 formation. I wonder if that'll change now. Who stays, who goes? All these players that were rumored to leave. Wonder if they will stay now. Who loses their spot? Who shines now? So yeah, we'll keep an eye on them, see how they're going. But yeah, hopefully we can turn things around.
We'll quickly go through the other games. Dortmund 3, Copenhagen 0. AC Milan drew with Salzburg. And we'll give a quick shout out to a fellow Australian, Ange Postecoglou, in charge of Celtic. They did lose 3-0 to Real Madrid, but they actually played pretty well up until the goals came in. They could have scored a couple of goals themselves, Celtic. Yeah, so it was brave of Ange Postecoglou. He was saying in the pre-match press conference saying that they're not going to shy away from.
They didn't do too bad, Celtic.
Yeah,
they hung in there, but then my man Hazard came on.
He could have scored a hattie.
Right,
he played really well.
Yeah, he came on, he didn't get the assist for the first goal, but assisted the assist. Then got the assist for the second, and then scored his own in the third. So yeah, it's good to see him actually do something for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So happy days for him.
But yeah, just give props to Ange Postecoglou. He came out in the pre-match press conference saying that they're not going to shy away from their attacking style of football that they like to play, and they want to go head-to-head with the Champions League winners from last season and see how they fare. And for a good 55 minutes, they fared pretty well. So it's good to see that he's doing well.
The next game shocked me. That's a shocking result. I actually didn't watch this game. I didn't even see this result. 4-1.
Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk getting a win away from home.
Those are pretty horrible goals to be fair.
Leipzig at home too.
Big deflections.
City win 4-0 in Sevilla. Haaland getting a double. It's one of the first.
Takes a total of 12 now. 12 goals.
Yeah,
this season already.
Jeez, just a robot.
Yeah,
but the first goal was identical to the one against Aston Villa on the weekend. Cross from the byline, from Kevin De Bruyne to find Haaland, who just dived in with his left foot. And then another man who's
Another
lost to be
brace.
compared. Another
Yeah.
brace.
Is
Mbappe
this the future GOAT comparisons? Would this be the next Messi, Ronaldo, Haaland versus Mbappe?
Well, it's pretty similar. Well, I think but now that Messi's been there since
They're
last
both,
season,
they're both forwards, yeah. So
Mbappe has moved into the striker position instead of playing on the wing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got two strikers going up
Got
against
two
each
at
other.
Paris, two in Manchester.
Yeah, there's two goods.
Yeah.
But they did win 2-1 against Juventus. Benfica winning 2-0 against Haifa.
Maccabi or something.
And move on to this morning's results. Ajax winning 4-0 against Rangers. Sporting winning 3-0 against Frankfurt.
Here we
and
go.
Then the result.
We'll let Brody talk about this one.
4-1.
Still don't understand why we're playing Joe Gomez. That's the biggest issue for me. I never ever rated him as a centre back. Right back, not too bad, but you're never getting in front of Trent. Trent is still by far further ahead of him.
Trent's not looking too well himself.
Trent looking bad still looks better than Joe Gomez. And that's saying something because Trent is definitely not looking good. Joe Gomez is the reason. Oh no, I can't say just him.
On the third goal where Joe Gomez got bodied, I blame more Trent on that one. Trent
should have came back.
He got burnt.
He just
stood still. Like if I'm the manager and I seen that, oh man, I'd lose my shit.
Yeah, Joe Gomez did give away 2 of the goals, though. To be fair, so
yeah,
I still blame him. He just
Milner's handball was silly.
I'm so done with them both, eh?
Well, he handballed it and then he got a yellow card within like 5 minutes after that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
that why you
did like 3 challenges straight after too that he probably could have got sent off for.
But to be fair, I think I had 2 red cards shouts in the chat, but that was because I had the every game on, so you didn't know what game I was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't. But yeah, so I think overall Napoli played very well. To be fair, they actually
Osherman looked amazing. I can see why he's got such a big
I'm glad he got taken off.
We were lucky that he got injured. He probably could have scored 2 or 3 more.
100%. He was just tearing us apart. Our attack looks so lackluster. Once again, it's just Luis Diaz that was doing anything.
Yeah, he
was
like
running backwards, forwards. Like he was all over the pitch. Like he was playing every position.
Great goal he scored too. He loves that outside the box shot with that right foot finesse.
He gets some good angle.
And then he got a good header at the end too. Thought he was going to score that.
That was some serious power as well.
Yeah,
I thought that was going straight in. But I think Salah, like Christian was about to say, he's like non-existent. He missed 2 easy opportunities today. Like he was 1-on-1 and just like I don't know what he's thinking and just missed the ball altogether when it got crossed to him by Trent, which could have turned the game a little bit. Allison, big up, saved a penalty, give him that. But I think we just I don't know. We're in a shambles at the moment.
Does Salah need to be dropped? Because
I feel like he does, eh?
Yeah, because
it's just to teach him a lesson. Like you're not invincible, bro.
Yeah, you got to still fight for your spot. I know he's probably one of the first names on the team sheet, but yeah, I think
if you're not performing, you got to at least give Jota a chance. The guy's been injured for so long, and Jota's carried us through that AFCON period where he did everything, and then onwards as well. So I feel like he definitely needs a chance. Nunez, I don't know about him at this point.
I feel like even Firmino, Firmino had a good game against Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago, but
he went back to how he usually plays. Eh?
Yeah.
Or like as of late, he went in a short amount of form and then just went back to the Firmino we all predicted prior to him scoring however many goals and assists he got in the last few games. But something definitely has changed. Thiago being back now, hopefully we start him on the weekend, and because he's my reasoning. I always say he's the reason that we're falling apart. So.
We better hope they win.
And if they don't win, then obviously I'm completely wrong. But if we start looking as a better team, someone that controls the midfield a bit, I feel like Milner doesn't control midfield. He's good in there because he has a lot of aggression, but he doesn't really create anything. The same as Henderson, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And Harvey Elliott, too inexperienced. So I guess we wait till this weekend. But overall, I regret getting up so early to go travel to the city to go to the gym and watch this game. We stayed home and slept.
That's all right. At least you still went gym, mate.
Yeah, that's the only upside to today.
Atletico was beat Porto. I saw the last 10 minutes, and when I say 10 minutes, I saw the 90th minute to the 100th minute.
Yeah.
Jesus. Couldn't believe it. Porto had a red card, scored an
Floppy time.
equaliser.
Yeah, I thought
And
they did well to steal the point at the end. I actually turned that off, thinking, oh, yep, 1-0, it's done.
Yeah, and then
And then
a goal at the back post for Griezmann gives them the 2-1 win.
what about the shithousery from Atletico? Only using Griezmann.
How good. I love it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that. Bring him on in the last 30 minutes or something, because if
29
they play,
minutes.
if they play him any longer, they owe Barcelona like 50 million euros. But,
Yeah, they get the buyback clause or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a weird clause in their loan deal, but it's
I
actually
love
working
that
out for
they're doing
Atletico.
So is it that they'll have to pay him 50 mil for to buy him, or is
I don't know. No, I think it's just a loan deal or something. I don't really understand. It's confusing.
Yeah.
It's not like an option. They have to buy him or something. I'm not sure, because they probably would buy him for 50 million. I know he's a bit old, but yeah, I have no idea. It's very confusing. Like, but yeah, it's worked out for Atletico. He's scored 2 winners in his last 3 games. So off the bench with only 30 minutes on the field. So happy days for them.
Yeah, Club Brugge beat Leverkusen at home 1-0. Leverkusen did have a goal disallowed during the game. Barcelona 5-1 against Victoria Plzen, which is expected. Lewandowski getting a hat-trick, hitting the ground running at Barcelona. Another one to keep an eye out for the Golden Boot. Bayern winning 2-0 away from home at the San Siro against Inter Milan. And Richie, your favourite player, Brody, getting the brace on his Champions League debut.
Did he take his shirt off this time?
I can't. I've just seen the scenes at the end of the game.
Seen it yet either. I'm going to check his Twitter, see what chat is talking.
But yeah, Tottenham winning 2-0. And yeah, that's it for Champions League this week. Move on to Europa League preview. We only cover the Arsenal United game, otherwise we'll be here forever. Arsenal taking on Zurich away from home. I believe this is a Swiss team, so they'll be travelling to Switzerland. Me personally, I think they should get the job done, really, even away from home.
They might even use a weaker team, rest some players.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing with the depth.
Like, they don't have much depth, eh?
Do we finally see Fabio Vieira? I know we saw him for about 20 minutes at the United game, but
I think we will.
I reckon, yeah.
I'd even give Nketiah a go. Like, yeah, you swap the players in, keep the fresh legs. Yeah. Yeah. I still think Arsenal will win that one pretty comfortably.
Yeah, they should. I'll move on to my team. At home, Man United versus Real Sociedad. We did beat them 4-0 on aggregate last season in the knockout stage. Again, I don't know. I'm still very cautious when it comes to 100% agree, Jaylee. I'm still a bit cautious when it comes to United. I was saying to Chris before we kicked off this that I don't think I'll be happy for probably another month or 2 of consistent performances. Still very nervous going into games, and especially this one. I'm interested to see how we line up. We did bring a pretty strong. Well, we did name register a strong squad for Europa League. So I'm guessing he's taking that competition pretty seriously.
Yeah, I think it will.
But I hope we can get the 3 points tomorrow, obviously, and start the group stage off strong. But if your guys' team's performance is anything to go by, I might be a bit upset tomorrow as well.
Got a tip from Jack. He says Sociedad 4-0.
No, they're Manchester United, not Arsenal.
Oh. Oof. Yeah, I think this will be a tough game for United. I don't think it'll be as easy. You think they will win, but yeah. Even in the game on the weekend, I think we'll get into
that. Have been doing well away from home in the Europa League. It's just, in La Liga. It's just it's just at home in La Liga they haven't been doing too well. But we'll see what happens. Brady, you got a prediction for it?
Yeah, I reckon he's get the job done. I think it'll be.
Oh, that's a good call. Ronaldo start. Yeah, I didn't even think about Ronaldo start.
He probably will start.
I think he will. Yeah.
Yeah.
A hat trick.
Don't know about Hattie. I feel it's been low scoring.
Well,
I feel like he's going to win 1-0, eh?
It's competition that he's used to playing against Spanish sides. He played against them for 10 years, so
Loves his European competitions. It's not the one that he's used to playing in.
I was going to say that they call him Mr. Champions League for nothing, but not even like as a joke. Yeah, it's Europa League, my bad.
Well, he might want to try and break the goal scoring record in there. He might do it in one season. I don't know what the record is, but probably could.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to check it out.
All right. Move on to EPL Matchday 7. Starting off again.
Early game.
Chelsea.
Love it. London derby, next door neighbours.
A bit of a rivalry between Fulham and Chelsea. Obviously, Fulham have been yo-yoing for the past couple of years, but talking about the 2000s, there was a bit of a rivalry there between the two clubs.
They are next door neighbours, literally down the road, on the same road, both off Fulham Road. So, big derby match. And going off form, it seems like an even match. So,
yeah, well, as you can see, Brody's gone 2-2-all. You've got a 1-0 win for Chelsea, Chris, and I've backed actually a 2-0 win for Fulham.
You bastard.
So, I don't know. I just have a feeling Fulham, like obviously I backed them heavily to finish mid-table this season, and they've obviously started off really well. And I don't know, they're looking form. Mitrovic looks on fire as the song goes. There we go, Mitrovic 3.
Jack.
That's why he's not on the show anymore. But yeah, what are your thoughts,
Andy?
It's gonna. You can't really predict this one without us having a manager. I don't think much will change first week. Things will already be set, so we'll just play with what we've got. I don't know. I cannot not pick Chelsea not to win, so I gotta back him, but yeah, it's tough to call. I can understand why you guys going with these results against Chelsea.
Well, if it's any consolation, Chris, I have been terrible this week. As you can see, I got 2 points last week, so
it's probably a blessing that you picked against us. We might actually get a win here.
Hey, I always back you to win too, and it doesn't always happen. So maybe some reverse psychology stuff.
Fingers crossed.
I'll quickly go through the other games until we get to one of our teams. Got Bournemouth versus Brighton. I've back to 3-1 for Brighton. Chris has gone 0-0, and Brady's back to 2-1.
I've just gone maybe with the with Potter with his head
somewhere
at
else.
Chelsea at the moment. Yeah, maybe it might be a bit of distraction, but I think Brighton's still defensively might be too good. Yep. Bournemouth actually did all right last week. It surprised me with the win against Forest. I know Forest aren't both teams being promoted teams aren't very strong, but
they still came back from 2 goals down. So
true, a good comeback. But yeah, I think Brighton's defense might be a bit too good.
Yep.
But yeah, I just went with a 0. Hard one to call.
All right, let's start Aston Villa. Brody's gone a 1-0 win for Aston Villa. Chris has gone 2-1 for Leicester, and I've gone a 1-1. So we all got different results. So one of us will be right.
Yeah, I'm backing Rodgers. I think he'll
turn it around.
He'll do Gerrard. Yeah, he'll do Gerrard here.
Yeah, it was a bit.
This is the El Sacchio.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oliver's Nuno last season.
Yeah,
that's Rodgers and Gerrard. Yeah, I think this was a tough one to call. I sat there and I was like, who's gonna win? So I just want the easiest draw.
Hey, none of this. What's going on here?
Nonsense, mate.
I don't know. I don't feel like she would say that out of nowhere, Brady.
That's very unlike her.
I don't know what you guys talk about in bed at night.
Jelly makes a good call here. If Brody's sports bet losses wouldn't be siding with him. I think we're all in that boat, to be honest. It's been shocking this season. All right, Liverpool Wolves.
You take it away, Brady.
1-0, mate. I'm backing it.
1-0.
I don't know, man. It depends. I guess, to be fair, it depends on the lineup. Thiago starts, I'm going to regret putting 1-0 because I think we'll win with Thiago. That's what I'm going to say.
Just a double this game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Wolves.
Yeah, I'd love it against his old club. It'd be great.
I feel like Wolves haven't been that good this season. That's why I did back Liverpool to win. If it was probably anyone else, I would have been a bit more close. But I feel like
they've been all right though. Like they haven't been horrible. We've been horrible.
They look mediocre against Southampton, and Southampton haven't been that crash hot either. So
it's fair.
Yeah.
I think to me it just depends who starts in the midfield. We need some more experience in there so we can do a bit more controlling. Yeah. But I guess we'll wait and see, mate. I'm back in the 1-0.
Yeah, me and Chris have gone the 2-0, so let's see who wins that. Southampton Brentford. Brody's gone 3-2 to Brentford, sorry. And me and Chris have gone a 2-1 for Brentford as well. So yeah, again, like I just mentioned about Southampton, they've been pretty mediocre as well this season. So and Brentford have been killing it. So I think Brentford should get the job done. I think we all agree with that.
Agreed.
The game was around and we're all pretty upset because we're going to go watch someone play the grand final in the morning, so we won't be able to watch it. Man City versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah. Well, Tottenham did the double in City last season, so this one's a hard one to pick. Yeah, I think City.
Oh, me and you too.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard not to pick City, especially with the way they're going. I know they choked last week against Villa, but yeah, I think they'll get Tottenham here.
Every time I pick City results, I always think of Haaland doing a tap in, eh? Like it literally always comes to mind, and I'm like, yeah, you know they're actually going to win because I think of how many tap in opportunities he gets.
He's actually like more like you can't even imagine him not scoring. He's scoring that many goals. Yeah. It's probably harder for him not to score. So
I know I feel a little Conte masterclass incoming, to be honest.
It's happened before. It can happen again.
All right, Arsenal Everton. I've backed Arsenal
still in the chat.
He'll like my prediction because I've predicted them to bounce back straight away with a 3-0 win. Chris has gone 2-0 and Brody's gone 3-1. I was sussing up I was thinking about Everton scoring, but because Aaron Gordon's obviously is it Anthony or Aaron? Anthony Gordon has obviously been scoring for Everton. He's been in form, but I don't know. I feel like they'll want to bounce back after last week.
Yeah, can agree with that too.
Easy Arsenal win here.
I just thought of Anthony Gordon scoring.
All right, West Ham Newcastle. Brody's gone
200. This is why we don't have him on tonight. Drunk.
He's not helping his case already. Drunk. Brody's gone 2-1 Newcastle. Chris has gone 1-1, and I've gone 2-1 as well for Newcastle.
Big ups.
Yeah, West Ham at home, so I think maybe they'll just hold out Newcastle. Yeah. Newcastle do look good, but sometimes they're a bit off. So yeah, just going with 1-1.
Yeah, they were unlucky not to win last week, Newcastle. But I just thought they would get the job done away from home. They've looked good.
Yeah, we're under par as well. So yeah, but yeah, I'll just back a draw just because they're at home. But if it was the other way around, I'd probably go the back Toffees. Newcastle. Yeah.
All right.
Nice little Toffees. So. Tunes.
I didn't even pick up on that, sorry. Crystal Palace versus Man United. Me and Chris have gone 2-1 United, and hope you're right, Brody, a 2-0 win. Yeah, like I've said, I'm still not confident going into any games until it's been a couple of months of consistent performances. But yeah, we should get the job done against Palace, surely. With the way our front three is looking in form at the minute, and Anthony scoring last week, Eriksen and Bruno looking good in the midfield. Maybe I've been keep saying every week since he signed that Casemiro will be starting. I'm gonna say it again. Surely he starts this week. Not Scott McTominay, but
like I said, you just keep winning. I think
they're not going to change something.
It looks like if it's working, if it's not broken, don't change it. So he's not going to change it. I think it'll still be Eriksen and McTominay. But like, shout out to McTominay though. He's actually been going all right. Bagged him out at the start, and I think since Casemiro's coming, he's like, oh shit, my job's on the line. He's showing up.
I've got to play now.
Yeah, Dallow's looking great too. Like all these players that were just a shell of themselves have come out. But in saying that, I was even going to go 1-0 United win. I think you will still get the win, but like you said, you've always done well against bigger clubs. So like getting the win against Liverpool, getting the win against Arsenal, is like it's happened a fair bit. It's when you versus like smaller clubs, and like Crystal Palace have been going all right. Yeah, but you still consider them a lot smaller. This is where United struggle. I feel like United's strength is always on the counter. So if they're controlling the game, they're actually more inclined to lose it. Where Crystal Palace are good on the counter. So yeah, is Zaha still injured?
I think he came back. I think he played I think he came off the bench last week, maybe.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
I don't think it'll be an easy game. I know like United's on the up. If they get a comfortable win here, then I'll definitely go. All right, yeah. This is if they get a win against Sociedad and get a comfortable win against Palace, things are looking up for United. But until then, I'll be like, And I know it's weird to say after beating Arsenal, you think, oh yeah, that's enough sign. But
Yeah.
I've seen it before. I've seen them win big like that and then just collapse against a small club.
But that's what I was going to
we'll see.
mention. Actually, I was going to mention this before with the Sociedad game, but I forgot. Ever since we've been on this win streak, we haven't gone down yet. So I'm interested to see how our heads are when we go down, because we saw it where that disallowed goal went in against Arsenal, and even though it was disallowed, we still sort of dropped off. I want to see how we do when we actually go down. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
How are we going to react? Because if it's going to be the same as how we acted against that disallowed goal, then I'm going to be worried.
Yeah, that's how you win games. Like that's the same problem at Chelsea and I guess Liverpool too.
Yeah.
It's like once that goal goes in, it's just heads down and the game's done. Like there's no coming back. But yeah, it's a mentality thing. So yeah, see that one. But Jack's finally talking some sense.
The Scottish Busquets. All right, last game of the week: Leeds vs Nottingham. Brady's gone 2-1 Nottingham. Chris has gone 2-2, and I've gone 2-0 Leeds. So again, we've all picked a different team, all different result.
Big change in the ladder here.
Brady, you want to go on this one?
I feel like without Rodrigo, Leeds are just they're not the same team.
About that, eh?
Yeah, because it's dislocated shoulder, is it? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's not back until the start next month.
I feel like he was literally the only reason, not the only, but he was the main reason they really started to perform.
He scored 4 goals, didn't he?
Yeah, he stood up to the plate and he looks amazing. Like he got his chance to play up front and, well, not up front per se, but a bit more of an opportunity this year, and he's shine. But now without him, Leeds looking a bit of a shambles. So I think Nottingham, surely they've signed 3 teams that surely they can get the job done. Even away, I feel like they should still get the job done.
The only thing that I was concerned about when I was picking this game was that the fact Nottingham blew a 2-0 lead at home. So
yeah, that's true.
That was the only issue I had.
Yeah, and Leeds had leaked a lot of goals last week too against Brighton. So I think it was Brighton.
Could go either way.
Off memory, but yeah.
No, that was Brighton Leicester last week.
That was Leicester.
Oh, was it? Who'd they concede to?
Who did Leeds?
Did they have a big? Because I know Jesse Marshall was the one that was complaining. He was complaining about
Brentford.
Not getting a
they lost
Brentford.
5-2 to Brentford.
That's the one. Okay.
So what's
Same
the
scoreline.
Yeah.
So you're on the hard path.
Yeah, I knew the elite goals, so yeah, I can see Nottingham get a couple. I totally forgot about Rodrigo, so. But yeah, Leeds are
changed
good pressing.
though?
Probably not. I think Leeds, they've always been known for pushing forward and stuff like that. I don't know who fills in now that Bamford's injured too. Not too sure.
I can tell you they play.
I know they got Archer, but I only know him because of FPL.
Oh, Sinistera.
Yeah. He's
actually
a dub,
He's
up front.
And
Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah, okay.
The midfield's been playing well.
I might get his name. Gelhard. That's who played striker for them last week.
Gelhard. Yeah, you said it right. Gelhard. Yeah. But even the midfield's been solid with Harrison, Rocker, Jack Harrison, and Tyler Adams. That 4 in the midfield's been really good.
It's a good team, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's it for our predictions. Should be an interesting week. Especially the Saturday night game. That should be interesting how Chelsea go without a manager.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to get into FPL or do you want to end it with?
We did talk about it on Tuesday. Did you guys make any changes? I think we only
haven't made any trades yet.
I brought in Jack Harrison. Speaking about leagues, I brought in Jack Harrison for Cavalier. So that's the only change I made.
I took a massive L. I brought Trippier back into my side. Had a look.
I almost did the same thing, eh?
They got a pretty tough run. They got an easy run. I think they got one hard game though to get out of the way. So I took it there. I'll go rid of Cucurella because I have no idea what's going to happen. Like Jewels come in, so it looks like they're going to be fighting for that spot a bit more. So I don't want to take that risk with Cucurella.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went with.
This is crazy. So the reason I picked Sterling was because this used to be all 2s and now they're all 3s.
Yeah, you can understand why. But yeah, like I said, it could be a good sign that the new management comes in. We might actually be scoring a lot of goals at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Probably not, but yeah.
Hey, you never know, mate. Never know.
I'm
We'll see.
pissed. I could have had a really good week, but I picked Sanchez over Pope.
Yeah, it's tough.
I did play
You
Rashford.
did a lot better than me there.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Let's sick of FPL.
it's depressing.
Let's finish off. It's been a good episode. You got any
Yep.
onside, offside questions?
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got 4 here.
Love
We'll
it.
get into it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. A lot to talk about this week, so a lot to talk about. So, start off with Tuchel is the best manager Chelsea have had in the past 10 years. So you're talking about Di Matteo, AVB, Jose Mourinho, Conte, Sarri. It's a lot of managers to go through.
That is a lot of managers to go through.
We've had eight in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So yes.
It's tough.
What do you
It's
accomplish in this small amount of time?
Jack
That's
says
enough for
offside.
me.
This is offside. I'd like to get his thoughts on that. I'd say onside. Oh no, it's tough because he didn't get much time. You could say that he fluked the Champions League because he came in and only had 5 months doing it.
I feel like you can't fluke the Champions League, though.
Yeah, it's not.
It's the biggest of competitions.
He's great. Like I said from the start, I can't even think of who comes in to replace him because he's up there as one of my top managers.
You want to do a straight swap, mate?
Klopp.
Both on the way out, mate.
Yeah. It's a tough one. The only thing I would like that's on the back Tuchel for is bringing the World Club Cup to Chelsea, a trophy that we don't have. So that's massive. I was gonna say Mourinho is up there, but he didn't win the Champions League. So we got Di Matteo and Tuchel only being the ones to get it. But yeah, I loved what Mourinho did at Chelsea. Yeah, it's tough. I probably would. I'd probably say onside. Just for the fact of getting the Club World Cup at Chelsea, a trophy that we didn't have.
Yeah, for me, I went onside because like you said, Di Matteo won the Champions League, was sacked the next season. Obviously, Mourinho came back, won the league with you guys. I can't remember if you won the FA Cup or the League Cup. You had AVB. I can't remember AVB do anything. Sarri won the Europa League. Also, Jeff Conte won the league with you guys, but Tuchel came in halfway through the season. Don't forget, you guys were struggling as well under Lampard.
Yeah,
took you
even
guys
to make
into a top 4 finish, Champions League final, win the Champions League, takes you to a Club World Cup. You win your first ever Club World Cup, win the UEFA Super Cup, 2 FA Cup finals, even though you did lose both, and a League Cup final. I think he's probably the best manager you guys have had in the past 10 years. And you know the saying, you either stay long enough, you either die a hero, stay long enough to see yourself become the villain. And
you love that line, eh? You love that line.
It's lucky for him that he got sacked and he's died the hero. So
he's died. That's probably the good thing. That's the only thing that I think that's hit like Chelsea fans emotionally is because past managers that we've lost that have been sacked have caused like a massive ruckus. You had like the Conte issues, you had the Mourinho with all the players issues and all that stuff where Tuchel was like trying, he didn't want to leave. Like it ended like in bad terms for Tuchel and it kind of hurt Chelsea fans in a way. So yeah, it's a bit of an emotional attachment there.
Yeah.
But,
it feels like it. Like I'm not saying that they're the same, but like it was like when Ollie, like even though he left, like it ended bad, but like I felt really sad, and I could imagine that's the same with Chelsea fans, like feeling sad for.
Well, that was like that was like us. It was like us with Lampard too. Like I didn't really rate Lampard as a Chelsea manager, and I was happy to see him go because I seen Tuchel come in. I was a bit worried about Tuchel coming in originally because I knew he had the issues at Dortmund and PSG with all the things, but he was all right when he came to Chelsea for the first 2 years.
Yeah,
we only just seen issues with players recently with Lukaku and Werner going out the door. But I felt I even wanted Lampard out. It was still emotional. You do have those attachments to your club legends too when they come in and they leave.
Yep. Well, it looks like we're all in agreement to who's the best manager in the past 10 years at Chelsea.
Not Jack, for some reason.
They're not Jack. He still hasn't given me his explanation.
But clarify, just
again, he's
just been an asshole.
He just keeps digging his grave. He's not come back on here, but All right, next one we have. This season will see the most managers sacked in a single season. So this record is 10, and it's happened in 3 seasons, which was last year,
10 managers.
2013-14, and sometime during the mid-2000s.
Is that the
a
record?
lot
10
of
managers sacked in a season.
So I said, yeah. So the question is, this season we'll see the most managers sacked in a single season, with the record being 10. So
I don't know
11.
if I can see 10 go.
I mean, I can see. Yeah,
That's more than half the. That's
I can
half
see
the
another
league.
half the
two.
league.
I can see another 2 already on the way out. Oh, yeah. And you're saying it's happened 3 times, and
3
it's
times.
not even in a long period of time. You know, that's not that many years.
It's happened twice in the past 10 years. So it happened last
always-
year, and happened
Onside, I
Always
mean,
welcome to come on.
13-14. You're in.
I mean, I reckon it's gonna happen, mate. I see
Nah,
Gerard
I'll say
gone.
offside. I see a lot
Rogers
going, but
gone.
I'm gonna say 6 go.
6
I can't
go.
see 10. 10's a lot.
10's a lot. 10 is a lot. But
Yeah.
I'm backing it now.
Yeah, you're a betting man.
Well,
so
you didn't think, yeah, 100%. Didn't think Tuchel would go, but he's gone,
Yeah.
so could be anyone.
Yeah. So I said offside. The reason being, look, even though we've seen 2 go already, I can see probably potentially 3 more
It was
going.
2. It was 2 that I didn't expect though.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I
thing.
mean.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's why I
if we
picked
got
it. I'm
Rodgers,
like, you just never thought it could
Klopp,
happen.
you never know.
You
Gerard.
never know.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So there's 3 potentially I can see going with Gerrard and Rogers, and then maybe Moyes, because they haven't had the best of start at West Ham.
Yep.
With 2 of those managers already having a resurgence in Moyes and Gerrard, Brendan Rodgers not so much. But yeah, depending on how the rest of the season goes, how it pans out, who else struggles. I mean, yeah, it just depends. But I can't see 11 going.
Yeah, that's a lot. I didn't
Yeah,
even
That's
No,
know.
9
mate.
managers.
That's massive.
Well, not even like
I'm gonna say 6. That's
like
my
an
number.
8 in the
6 will go. Four more from here.
4 more. I do definitely see 4 more, but I don't know, man. I'm backing it.
You see fucking
Good
9
odds,
more.
mate. Good odds.
You've
Good odds.
got the
mate.
World Cup too, so like a lot of clubs will be thinking it over in the off season too.
Yeah, true.
They had that time to bring someone else in, I guess. But yeah, so more could go. You never know. But yeah, 10's a lot.
10 is a lot.
Alright. Next
Got
one.
another one for us.
We'll see Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp
Oh, no.
have their worst ever league finish, which is 4th, but that's barring his first season where they finished 7th because he came halfway through.
That's fair. The team you had back then too was shocking.
Yeah.
Um,
So that 4th has been their worst
they'll
ever
still
league
make top
finish.
Equal. I
They'll
reckon
still
we'll
make top
be in
4.
top 4 too. Yeah, I'm gonna say offside.
they'll beat Chelsea there, I think, at this rate. I'm still backing Chelsea to finish 4th.
No.
Yeah.
It's so early to tell,
Yeah.
but at the
that's what's
same
fun.
time, it's not good at the moment. I still reckon. I don't think it'll be his worst. I think we'll definitely be top 4.
You will make.
Don't know
4th.
about
Yeah, I
second,
think they'll
though.
make 4th.
Second's a big ask from here.
Yeah.
But-
To be honest, I don't know. I still
I mean,
can't
we
pick
are
a
only
top 4.
6
I can't
points off
tell
the
you.
lead.
I've got
Like,
I
City.
can't make a top 4.
You've got City. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not confident picking Arsenal yet. So
I think the top 7 at the moment. It's anyone's game to be
Because
top
don't
4.
forget, Brighton are sitting in 3rd right now, and even if they lose a game, they won't drop from 3rd. So
they might lose Potter.
yeah, that's true.
Actually,
yeah,
speaking
we'll
of Potter, you know his record's not that good, eh?
Huh?
Like his record's not that good.
Yeah, but
I
that's
thought it was
Brighton.
way better than what it was, though.
No, it's
If
because
you're at a club like Brighton,
he's turned his season around. What do you mean, just this season, or do you mean his whole record at Brighton?
His whole Brighton record.
Yeah, because he came in, and they weren't that good. He's turned his team around a lot. Like last season was
He's
when we
definitely
started
turned around,
seeing.
but I expected, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, it's probably a good record. And then when I seen it, I was just surprised. Like, he has
yeah,
more
but
draws
you
and
put
losses than
you put a
wins.
Klopp or a Tuchel at Brighton. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it'll be the
They're
same
not going to get
thing.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get similar. They'll do
And
well.
it was
but-
Swansea that he was his previous club.
Swansea,
too,
yeah,
by the way.
that's what I thought.
But yeah, I went offside. I said I think they'll equal 4th place, but I wouldn't be surprised at the same time, just for the form at the minute, if they did finish 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I
depending
feel
on
like
the playoff.
yeah. Agreed. 100%. I agree.
Oh, he had a good couple of years though. After,
Yeah, he won a couple of trophies with you guys. So
he put in a
After-
shift to you
after
guys.
he's
I feel like
after
he
he's
should
won
have
the Premier
retired this year. Last year
It
should
should
have
have been done last year. I didn't
Yeah.
even rate him that much last year, to be honest. I just think he's not enough. He's good, just not enough.
Yeah.
In like the bottom half of the table, he'd still make a starting spot. But I think at the top end of the stick, he
Don't
shouldn't.
forget, he's been around for 20 years.
Oh no, he's played. I think he played his 500 game or something in the league. not long ago.
Run
That's a
Giggs
lot
numbers.
of games.
He's still
big
like
numbers.
the fittest in Liverpool.
Yeah, I was going to say he is the
he's
fittest. The guy's got a bloody 8
Yeah.
pack. With
Actually, that's
veins
what I
coming
said
out of every
before.
part
I
of
can't
it.
believe I thought this chat before. Is it Liverpool going this bad because they haven't had the asthma puffers this year, or they haven't upgraded? They need to get the upgraded ones.
Yeah, they need to get
No, it's
steroid ones, man.
It's because COVID. It's because COVID calmed down, so they can't win their COVID Cup.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't really got much of a leg to stand on, so all I got to do is laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry, as you say, Chris.
I just want to keep going. It's fun. You can't say anything back.
Okay, we're going to stand them.
All right, we'll end it with this one. It's the last one. We'll see a first-time winner since 2000 in the UCL this season. So that's barring Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, AC Milan, FC Porto, Liverpool, Barcelona, and Chelsea.
Nah, one of those
So-
are winning.
Nah,
So-
you know what?
City or
You
PSG?
predicted City, Chris.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can't say
Jeez,
that.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't think. No, you know what I'm going to say.
So it's just City PSG, yeah. No, I was thinking like I don't know why Tottenham came in my head. I'm like Tottenham aren't winning it.
At first, I
that's-
forgot it too.
I actually got, like,
offside, and I was
PSG.
like, oh, yeah, City's there.
PSG were probably like my close choice as well. I still don't think they have enough. There's too many egos at PSG to.
Yeah, to get the
I
job
can't see
done.
PSG ever winning it. I feel like-
not with the, not
There's
with
too
the way
much
they
money
go.
and not enough pride and love for the game. It's just
Yeah,
all
even the
paycheck.
Well,
They
that's the
bring
thing.
in, it's
The
just-
Parisians, the fans, they want the club to be sold because they want the club to go back to what it was before.
Yeah,
They've come
like
out and
love
said
of the
that.
game.
Yeah, like they said they don't care about the money. Like they've seen it all now. They just want to just love the
Well,
club
not
again.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the Champions League, but
Nah, I reckon we're not seeing a new winner.
No, yeah, I have to say onside because I back City to win it.
yeah, I've gone
Fuck
offside.
City. I
I
mean,
think City.
stuff City.
I think City, if they get their chance, if they can make the final again, don't think they'll choke this time. With Haaland in their team, they just look so much stronger. And like,
You sure Pep won't play him
So
at left
many
back or something like that? Overthink it.
oh, probably yeah. It's a tough thing to do to choke the finals.
I feel like it's always the two
surely
leggeds that get 'em.
They need to concentrate this time.
I feel like
Yeah.
if they do make it again, they'll win it because the fact that they've been there before, they've experienced a lot.
Like they should have won against Chelsea, and that was probably like their first one. So they took that on the chin. They come back and they were really unlucky to Real Madrid, so they probably could have made another final, only to concede 2 goals in the 90th minute. So that was like under crazy circumstances.
I couldn't believe
and then
that.
extra
eh?
time as well.
That's
That's crazy. Like it was done. Like you don't expect that. And then yeah, I think if they get another chance this season, if they get that close, I think they'll take it this time.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if they make the final, I don't see them making the final.
No. So I said offside. The only boring thing about the UCL is that you normally see the same winners, which is pretty evident from the list I just said.
That's
in the
why
past,
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about the other 2 teams that you mentioned, PSG and
Yeah.
Man City. That's why
Especially-
my automatic reaction was to say offside, but I did
Yeah.
back City, so I had to go inside.
And especially in the past 10 years, like obviously you had the Real Madrid dominance. You had Barca winning in between there. Bayern Munich 1-2, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. So yeah, I just think it's always the same teams that are going to win it. I can't see anyone new until City
Eventually
City
do it.
win it. Yeah,
I still hope they don't do it now.
I hope
I
they
love
never
seeing
do
the
it.
saltiness from everyone. It's great.
I want to see their
Yeah.
fans cry. Wait, sorry, no fans.
Their fan cry. Was it I put up the post about how their crowd attendance? They're like, oh, there's 76,000 in the crowd today and 773 Manchester fans because that's how much they had in their away. That's a bad old waste. Like, that's horrible.
Where were they playing? Oh, they were playing Sevilla. Yeah.
They played it. But still, it's surely more than 700.
It
It's not wrong.
was meant to be a secret.
All right, sweet. Those were some good onside offside questions.
That was
Yeah.
great.
I enjoyed that. Good
Thanks,
way to
boys.
finish the show.
Yeah.
Again, before we send off, just a quick little plug. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, that follow button, depending where you're watching from. And as usual, Christian, send us off.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And always remember to stay on side.
Gets me every time.
Go. Bye.